So for today, we're going to be looking at the Navigators Raiment set. If you guys don't know, we've already done the review video and the shader video. They're both right here. You guys can check it out. And we've already done the Guardian Games armor. Make sure you at least look at the video because that armor is going to be going away after next week. I think next week is this week is this upcoming week is the last week of Guardian Games. So definitely check out the video because I do think it's good. You don't even have to check my video. If you want, you go to Crip's video. His video is also really good. Just make sure you look at that armor, especially if you're a Titan, because I think the Titan's armor set is amazing. Hunter's armor set is really good as well, and Warlock's yours is as well, but Titan's yours is just like extra level in my opinion. So yeah, definitely check out those videos. If you guys like the content, let me know in the comments below. If you guys like the video, like, comment, subscribe really does help because a huge portion of people are actually not subscribed. So if you can do me a favor, like, comment, sub, hit the bell notification because that also does help. Other than that, let's get into it. So to start off, we're going to be looking at the first set, which is going to be utilizing the arms. And for this one, the exotic is going to be Warm Husk Crown with the Acolyte's Ambition ornament. For the other piece, it's going to be a Vest of the Taken King with the Cloak of the Taken King and the Pylos Following Strides. So Shader Rise, long since lost. I love the shader. It's really, really cool. I love this set. I think this set is super, super dope. The cool thing about this is the fact that they have changed the Taken King set. So if you guys don't know, the Taken King set was actually way worse when it came to glow. Specifically, like the armor had a glow over it. I mean, it still technically does. If you see the stomach, you guys might notice there's like shivers of green there. Thankfully Bungie has changed it so the glow isn't as bad. I mean, there's some shaders that are definitely pretty terrible, but now it's a lot more manageable compared to back then. And it's funny because for those of you who have actually seen my tier list for the dungeon armor, I also have a tier list for the raid armor and the season pass armor. So if you guys want to check that out, definitely check it out because apparently I have some wild takes. But for this one, Taken King was actually pretty low, and that's strictly only because its shader's really terrible. Now I might actually go back to that tier list and switch it up a little bit because I think now it's a lot better because again, the armor doesn't have that overly super bright overglow over the armor, which is really good. So I like this one a lot. I love Long Since Lost because it gives it that like old. Like this armor is old, like almost like this hunter has been wearing this armor for like centuries and waiting for his ghost almost. So I really, really like this one. I fuck with this one heavily, and I really like the Navigators Raiment with the chest piece. I think both of them meld really well together. Hunters, let me know what you guys think about this one. As for the next set, we're going to be utilizing the Navigators Raiment chest piece and the cloak. For the actual exotic itself, it's going to be the the Kelly Lee ornament for the Star Eater scales. So this is interesting because if you guys saw my review video for the Navigators Raiment armor, which again, definitely check it out. My biggest issue was the pants for the hunters. I still think it's terrible. This is a good showcase of what I mean by that. The Kelly Lee ornament for the under armor, it's tight and it's the same colors as the stomach under armor. So like my whole gripe was the fact that the pants were too loose and the colors were completely different to the chest piece. This ornament goes really hard with this because not only is that armor, like specifically the plate armoring, looks really good with everything else, but the under armor is not only the same color, but it has the different colors as well, and it's tight as well. So it goes really well with the chest piece. My only gripe about this one is I don't think the Grasp of the Taken King were the right choice for this one. The other piece is going to be the Veiled Tithes mask, which I think is beautiful for this set. Shader wise, we're using the Shipwright Finery, which is a really, really good shader. And it is the base shader that goes with the Navigator Raiment. So if you're interested, that's the shader that it is. It's only available through the season pass. Just be aware of that. But I think the set looks amazing. I would honestly just switch out the arms for something else. The only thing is I just don't know what arms I would switch out for. Especially because like a lot of this is symmetrical, which is why I'm like, I don't know which one I would use because the Taken King arms are symmetrical. And I think the only symmetrical pieces that we have as hive pieces. So until we get another hive piece that I like, this is probably going to be the set that I would do. Now, would I use this over the other Kelly Lee ornaments that I've done? Probably not, just because I've done some better ones. That being said, this one's still really good. So let me know what you guys think about this one. As for the next set, we're going to be using the Navigators Raiment strides, the one that don't like. And then for the exotic, we're gonna be using the young Ahamkara spine with the satyr ornament. The other pieces is going to be the Mask of the Taken King, the Hexwrought vest, and then the Starfarer's cloak. Be aware that there's actually 3 pieces here that are season pass ornaments, specifically the Hexwrought vest, the Starfarer's cloak, and obviously the Navigators Raiment. So this is not a very realistic set for most people unless you've been playing a long time like I have. But at the same time, the Navigators Raiment strides I think are absolute trash bags, so I would probably never use them. That being said, I have way better satyr sets. So it's like, if you feel like, oh no, I don't have these, that's fine. You don't need it unless you like the set, which again, if you like this, don't be discouraged. Definitely take it. I mean, obviously give credit, but it is what it is. I'm not the biggest fan of this one. Seto Tribe is being used specifically because the cloth in this set is going to be different a lot. So like the Hexwrought vest takes shaders completely different than the pants, than the arms, than everything else. So that's why I ended up going for Seto Tribe. I love the shader. It's one of my favorites. I'm not going to talk too much about this one because honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I just don't like the boots. Granted, if I really wanted to, I could definitely make it work and look good. It's just that I don't think they're worth the trouble because I don't give 2 shits about them. Because like on top of just the pants looking really terrible, they're also like asymmetrical as fuck. So yeah, I don't really care for these. And then last but not least, we're going to be using the Navigator Raiment mask, which I think is amazing. For the actual exotic, it's going to be Girl Falcon. And for the other pieces, it's going to be Veteran Legend Grasp for the arms, the Glory of Artemis strides for the boots, and then the Metal Mantle for the cloak. Now, the shader we're using is Royal Protector. Unfortunately, that's not the best shader for this, just because it's not a 1-to-1 for the gold. If you want a 1-to-1 with that gold, it's going to be the Dawning Hope. That's going to be the best shader for it, just because it is a 1-to-1, or at least damn near a 1-to-1 with that gold on the cloak. The only reason I use a Royal Protector is because I think this cloak is bitchin'. I love it. It's so cool. So yeah, I would most likely just switch out the Dawning Hope, or I would switch out the Royal Protector for the Dawning Hope, just because the gold is really good. Just be aware that it's not a really cool shader for the boots because it turns like the knee down all gold, which I think is a big problem. I like the fact that this one has like black underneath that gold trim, and with Dawning Hope, it just turns all of that gold, which I don't like at all. Not only that, I love the brown leather color for Royal Protector, specifically on the pants, stomach of the chest piece, and then the arms. Like all of that looks just really good. If I'm being quite honest, this set was kind of inspired by Crips's set that he did. It's absolutely beautiful. If I have a picture of it, I'll have it up right now. But I think his is absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, I really want to make a set that kind of copies his a little bit, but not really. And it's definitely not copied at all, because like not only are we using different colors, but we're also using different pieces to the point where like I don't think we use like the same piece aside from the helmet. So I was like, I kind of want to make a set that kind of like mirrors that style almost. And if I didn't use Royal Protector, I think that would have been achieved. But overall, I do think this set still looks really cool. Again, I just would switch out the shader for Dawning Hope, just because I do think that's a better gold. That being said, I probably would go through all of the shaders to find a better gold, because I do think there is a good gold that could go with this and still not disappoint me. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all coming to this point. Apologies that these videos took a little longer than usual, but man, I have been having troubles with my computer. Specifically, it just turns off randomly. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with Steam, because it's happened with Death Stranding and Destiny 2. And after fixing the files, it just works now. So yeah, I had a few problems that I had to troubleshoot, and on top of the vacation that I took. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Be aware that after this, it's going to be the Titan and then the Warlocks. And then after that, I actually don't really know what we're going to be doing, because the Titan exotic ornaments and the Warlock exotic ornaments should be coming out like in between these videos, because I want to have those out. So we most likely will be doing like some exotic videos. That's what I've been thinking about doing, like just going back into the exotic videos, completely different this time. Like instead of doing the whole bell and whistles of like showcasing like how I'm going to show for the exotic ornaments, I'm just going to go into game and just show you like how it looks in shaders and stuff. because I just don't really need to do all that, because I've explained it in a few videos, but I'm going to be decreasing the amount of time I'm editing within this channel, just because I don't have even enough time to really dedicate like editing days, because on top of working a full-time job, on top of working on a side project, I also have this channel. So it's like I just don't have enough time to edit all that. So apologies, but I'd rather just push out the content than take for like 2-3 weeks just to produce like 1 or 2 of the videos. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate y'all. Be safe. I'll see you guys later.